If number 2 is divided 0, I should show a message for the user that this number is invalid number. Okay, so think about this. You can solve it the way you want. For the operation, please select switch statement. Okay, if you have any errors, any compilation errors, and you are not able to solve this error, you can solve the screen with me. You can solve the screen with me. Okay, just raise up your hand and tell me where is the error, and we will fix it. So as you can see here, this is the output. This is the program for the calculator. It is simple, but you need to add another check to check if the number, if you have selected here division, you need to check B, number 2. If it is 0, you have to tell the user that you cannot perform this operation because B is 0. Because number 2 is 0. Okay.
Doctor,
please raise your hand first to know who is talking with me. Yes, Saad.
I can use the if statement instead of the switch, right?
Yes, you can. You can use both, but the goal of our lab today is to learn how to use switch. Okay. So you can use switch and if else. Yes, you can use both for sure. But we want to make sure that you are able to write the switch statement, okay?
Okay.
Yes, you can use both, yes. Because you can compare character in if statement, and also you can use character inside the switch statement. So if anyone is done with this task, please let me know. Okay. First of all, we want the user to enter 2 numbers and the operation type. And based on the operation type, I will print out the result. After that, but sorry, if I select division operation, I want to ask the user, or I will check if number 2 or the divisor is 0, and tell the user that I cannot perform, or this operation cannot be performed because number 2 or the divisor is 0. Okay, Saad done, Muaz done, that's good. Only 2 out of 36 students. Hassan, Muhammad done. So all what you need here is to add a switch statement, and inside the division case you have to check if number 2 is 0. So you have a switch over, and inside the case for checking the division operation, you need to add another if to check if number 2 is 0. Abdullah, okay, Sihati is done. Ibrahim, Ali, sorry, Ahmad, Muhammad Al Ibrahim, Hassan Muayyad, that's good, yani. Okay. So here the task, here's the solution. And I want you here to add, before applying the division operation, you want to add here an if statement inside the case for the division operation to check if number 2 is 0. If number 2 is 0, you have to exit the switch and, you have to tell the user that I cannot perform this operation because the divisor is 0, and exit the switch. Okay, exit the switch. Okay, frozen, the screen is frozen. As we mentioned before, you have to check to know what are the inputs and what is the operation that is needed there, and what are the output to what are the outputs. So please make sure that you understood the problem before trying to code. If it is too complex, write a flow chart, try to write a BCD code. You can use IPO table. Okay. I will go inshallah to next task after 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I will go inshallah to the next task, or task number 2. Yes, Suleiman, Ziyad, afwan. Yes, Ziyad.
Doctor,
Yes.
I solved the task as if statement.
It's okay, but because our lab today is about the switch statement. So later, please try to convert it to switch. Okay.
I don't know how to use switch statement. Can you explain it, please?
I have explained that in the lecture, Ziyad, but I will explain it again. You have to enter the operation here, okay? For example, or the variable. The switch statement consists of basically 2 parts. The expression here, okay, or the value here.
I can't see that, I'm sorry.
You can see what?
The
Last
screen is
one?
frozen.
I have shared it. Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, the switch statement consists basically of 2 parts, the switch and the cases. And the switch and the cases here. So now you are going to enter the first number and the second number. That is easy. And after that, you need to compare the operation. So you are reading here the operation, and you will try to compare the operation that you have entered here. As you can see, it is of type character, okay? Because it is of type character, when you compare it, you need to add, or you must add, single quotes here and here and here, okay, for the operation. So for case, if I added the operation plus inside the OB, the switch will work like or as follow. We will check the operation with the operation here with the value here. If they are equal, I will execute the statements here in this case. If not, I will go to next case. If not, I will go to next case, and so on. Now let's suppose that I have entered minus inside the operation. So is OB equal plus? No, I will not do anything. Okay, I will go to minus. Is operation equal minus? Yes. So I will go inside this statement and I will print out the result on the screen, and after that I will exit the switch, because there is no need to complete other operation. Now let's suppose that I didn't enter any of these, plus, minus, or the multiplication or division operation. I did not enter any operation of these, okay? I will go to the default function and I will print to the user that you have entered wrong input. You have entered wrong input. Okay. Now in the switch, you can use integer, you can use Boolean, you can use character, okay, and you can use a string, but you need to add some function for the string to convert the string, for example, to integer value. This is something advanced, but you can use that. Okay, you can add maybe some condition inside the case, okay, inside the switch. It is up to you. Also, as I said in my lecture, you can add a range of value here inside the case. So you can enter case 1 space 3 dots then to 10. That means I am going to convert the value from 1 to 10. So I will add inside the case here the first value space 3 dots space the second value. So when the case start to work, when case statement start working, it will not compare only a single value. No, it will compare a range of value. So it will compare the value here that you have entered or the variable with a range of value here. Okay. So this is all about the switch statement.
Okay, but if I have to put the cases, I have to put it between parentheses, right?
Yes, that for sure, because you need to check more than one statement. Okay, and the break will make you exit the block. Okay, because we don't want the compiler to go over these statements. If one of the condition is true, or if the cases are true. Okay, is this clear? I don't know who asked me.
It's me. It's clear.
Yes, thank you. Inshallah. So you need to apply some work more on this. Okay. As I said before, don't depend just on reading the switch. No, please, or reading about the switch. Don't focus on this only. Please try to apply some, or write some code, or apply some examples, solve some question using switch statement. Okay. Now we will go over task 2 now, inshallah. Write a C program or a C++ program to input month number and print the total of days in month using switch statement. Total days in month is given by the below table, as you can see. January, March, May, July, August, October, and December contain 31 days. This is just to help you to solve this application. This information helps you to solve this program or this task. For February, we have 29 days. For April, June, September, November, the number of days is 31 days. Okay, so also we want you to use switch statement. And please go back for the lecture. Now, there's a slide talk about a case like this. About a case like this. Okay, so here, my question is, can I use inside the case statement to solve task 2 a range of value? What do you think? Can we use that? Yes or no? Anyone can tell me? Can we use a range of value? For example, I will consider that 1 for January and 3 for March and 5 for May and 7 for July, 8 for August, 10 for October, and 12 for December. So inside my switch case statement, can I use inside the case range of value? I mean by that, adding the first value space 3 dots and the second value, or I can't? What do you think, guys? Yalla, I need participants. Okay. I will ask my question in another way to make it easier for you. For the first case, are the number in sequence or not? For January, March, are these number in sequence? No. Yes, Bilal, that's good. They are not in sequence, okay? They are not 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10. They are 1, 3, as you can see, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. So I cannot use the range of value. Yeah, this is thank you, Rawi. This is my question. This is the answer. I cannot use here a range of value. Okay. So what can I use here? If you went back to switch case, I think the second slide talking about switch case, you will see a solution for this inside the lecture. What can I do in this case? I can use all the cases. Yes, this one, I cannot use this, okay, because I don't have, for January is 1, and for March is 3, and so on. So I cannot use this, right? Yeah, I cannot use this range of value. Yes. 3 dots mean 2. And you need to add space between 1 and the dots, and also after the dots you need to add a space between the dots and 6. So, but we cannot use this because the months are not in sequence. Okay. Thank you, Rabi, for writing this or chatting this with us to clarify the point. So we cannot use this. Okay, because the number in each case are not in sequence. Okay, so what we can do here, think about this. I will give you maybe 10 to 10 minutes, and then we will go over to the solution to take just a quick look at the solution, but please try to solve it. Okay. By the way, you don't need to print out the result for each case. Okay, you can in this program you use or print out only the results three times. You can use the cout for this task only 3 times. You don't have to you don't need to repeat the cout here. Okay, so you don't need to repeat it for January. This is the idea behind this question. Then you don't need to print it for March and May, July, August. So you can use only one cout for the whole cases together. Think about this. If you went back or refer to the slides, you will find the solution here. Because we don't want to add unneeded or to write unneeded extra line. Okay, we will go for task 2 now. Just I want to okay, and I can't see the chat too. So I will just end the meeting for me and I will get back to the meeting. Please don't leave it. Don't leave the meeting. This task is about booking seats. okay, in the stadium, and you need to calculate the total cost according to the following. First of all, you need to check the user age. If the age is greater than 18, so you can do the booking. Otherwise, you will not. You will not. And as you know, for the booking, we have a classes: class A, class B, class C. Okay, it's from some of, and so on. Some of you told me that the screen is frozen. Okay, I will share it again, but please make sure that you have downloaded the file and you can see the task. It is on, the task is uploaded on Blackboard. Okay, it's uploaded on a Blackboard. So please make sure to open the task from there. I will stop. So first of all, you need to add an outer if to check the age, and if the age is greater or equal 18, you will check the classes, if it is A capital or B capital or C capital, okay? And after that, I will calculate the cost of these of the booking. Otherwise, if the age is less than 18, I will print on the screen that you are not allowed to book a seat. So you need in this if and switch statement, if and switch statement. Okay, you can see the output here. So first of all, you will enter the ID, then you will enter the age, and if the age is greater than 18, you will complete the booking based, and you will pick a class, and based on the class that you have selected, you will the cost will be calculated. Other than that, if the age is less than 18, you will print, sorry, you are not allowed to book a seat. So please make sure to solve this quickly. It's an easy one to help you. This is the solution. Okay? Yes. So you will enter the month here, and based on the month, you will print the number of days based on the table above. Based on the table above. You can write case like this in switch statement. That means or. Okay. This is mentioned in our lecture. We have talked about in our lecture about this. That means or here. I can use case 1 or, and I mean by this, if the month is equal 1, or, listen to me carefully, or 3, or 5, or 7, or 8, or 10, or 12. I will print the statement. So I can write it like this. I don't want to write or repeat these statements here and in all the cases here. So this statement with its break are related to all cases here. And imagine it like or condition between these cases. That means if the month is equal 1 or 3 or 5 or 7 and so on. Okay, now for case 2 we have only February, and for 4 April and June and September and November, we have also the same case here. we mean by this or, case 4, or case 6, or case 9, or case 11, if one of them is satisfied, or is it true, or matched, I will print this statement on the screen. Okay. Yeah. So I will go to task 3 now. Task 3 solution. As you can see here, they have used here F, nested F. Okay, nested F. You can use F with a switch, you can use nested F, it's up to you. Okay, so I will check the age first of all, then I will check the class, and based on the class, I will calculate the price. And if the age is less than 18, I will print on the screen, sorry, you are not allowed to book. So this is the outer if here, and here we have inner if, else if, else if, and these are related to the if statement here, because as you can see here, they are surrounded by braces, and then if the age is not greater or equal than 18, I will go to the else part here. To the else part here. Okay. This is task number 3 solution. So take a quick look at this. Okay. And because we are going, inshallah, in 5 minutes, or let's say 8 minutes, to task number 4. Task number 4. Yes. Can I see the error now? Yeah. Where is the error? Expected declaration before begin. Can I see? Double click on the error, please. Double click. Here on the error, on the red one. Aywa. Yes. Double click, double click. I think it is related to begin and end, to braces here. Now think about this. Now you have here else, you have begin, right? And you have the end here for the if statement. Now here you must add in line number 16, add end here in line number 16. Yeah. The end of the, yes, of the outer if. Okay. Sorry, no, this one, let me check. If the age is greater or equal 18, you will enter the, no, remove this one here. It is there, above the else, yes? Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes. Now for this if statement, if a class is equal A, then do something like this, is B, else if. Okay. But now for else, begin and end.
Doctor, I think I know the.
I think there is an extra end for
Yeah, I'm 31, line 31.
Yes, remove the extra end, yeah. Remove this, no need for this. Okay. Yes, now try. Thank you. I don't know who answered, but yes, it is an extra end. Yeah.
Yes, no, it's okay.
Yeah, okay. That's good. We are sharing the experience here. Please make sure always to count the begin and end. So this is why myself, this somehow in some way confuse you, because you didn't add begin and end for each statement. Myself, as I always telling you that I prefer to use begin and end for every single statement inside any control statement, because this is for me make things easier to me to track the line of code. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we will go to task number 4. This is somehow challenging here. Okay, the idea, I think you know the idea, how to find the number, if it's even or odd. You have to use mod by 2, but we need you to use switch statement. Okay, we want you to use switch statement to check if the number is even or odd. So you are going to use mod by 2, and if it is 0, so it is even, and if it is 1, in that case it is odd. So we will depend on odd, on mod operator. So if the remainder is 0, then it is even. That if we will divide the number by 2, and if the remainder is 0, then it is even, otherwise it is odd. But please make sure to use a switch statement for this. Okay, I know all of you that can solve this task using if statement, but we need of all of you to use a switch statement. Think about this. Inshallah, we will give you here 10 minutes to solve this task. Okay, 10 minutes. I think, inshallah, task 3 is clear. Now we will go to task 4. Task 4. Okay, guys, have you finished this one? Task 4? Anyone is done with task 4, guys? Yes, try to use a switch statement to solve this problem. Okay. You can add any expression inside the switch. You can add any expression inside the switch statement. Okay, now I will share. Okay, I will, yes, share the file only. Don't share the whole screen, please. I will stop the share now. Yes, I will see. I want to see your solution. Go ahead. I stop the share now. You can share your file. Don't share the whole screen. Just share the file. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. You are entering the number. Just first number, and yes, that's good. That will be work correctly. Okay. Thank you. And thank you for the copyright reserved. Good. Good. Thank you, Sultan. Run the program with to let your colleagues see the solution. Okay. Yeah. You are entering the first number. Now it is 4. The number even broken into X. The number is even. Yeah. Try to enter another odd number, please. Yeah. So the number is odd. As you can see here, we have, or your colleague Sultan has added an expression inside the switch. So A mod 2 or number mod 2 will return 2 values only, either 1 or 0. If the value returned is 0, that means the number is even. Otherwise, the number is odd. You can use case 0, you can use default. It's okay to use default here because we will not, we will return only two values, 0 and 1. And also we can use case 0 or case 1. Thank you. I will, okay, I have also solved this, task, so I will share the file with you by chat. You can stop the share. Thank you, Sultan. Task number 5, this is the solution. So now I am depending on the membership type. So I have printed here on the screen 1 for the membership type for the standard, and 2 for the plus, and 3 for the premium. Okay, so I will enter here the membership type. Here, 1, either 1 or 2 or 3, and I will enter the monthly purchase, and based on the membership type I have used a switch here. This variable could contain 1 or 2 or 3, so I will check and I will check the membership type. If it is 1, if it is standard, that means I'm going to check the monthly purchase. If it is less than 75, I will calculate this reward points. Otherwise, it will be calculated based on, if it is, less than 75, I will multiply it by 5%. If it is less than 150, I will multiply it by this percentage, which is 0.075%. Okay, 7.5% here. Okay. Otherwise, I will multiply the reward point by 0.1, 10% here. 10% multiplied by the monthly purchase. And after that, I will print the rewards point. This is for case 1. And for case 2, I will do another thing here. If the purchase is less than 150, I will print it by 6%. Else I will print it, I will multiply it by 13%. This is all, this is for these two cases. We have here printed the value here. We have for each case if-else statement, as you can see here, and if-else statement for case 1 and if-else statement for case 2. These cases you can figure out or derive these cases from the table above. Okay, from the table above. Sorry, I will stay within the solution. Now I need to add here another case for case 3, right guys? Are you with me? Now we have added a case for 1 and we have added a case for 2. What about case number 3? What I will do in that case? I will go back to the table. Please go back with me. So I will check first of all, if it's less than 200, I will multiply it by 4%, and otherwise, if it is more than 200, I will multiply the points by 15%. So now the solution here is not complete. You need to complete the solution by adding case number 3. By adding case number 3 here. Don't forget this. Now we have in this application 2 cases. We need to add another case for premium, a membership. So each case, we have case for standard and we have another case for a plus, and we have the third case for a premium. Now for the standard, we have this if statement, else if. We have to check if it is less than or 75 point or less than 150. This is based on the table above, and else we will multiply it by this percent, by 10% now, and don't forget to print out and write the break statement here. Now for case 2, you are going to check if it is less than 150, and otherwise you will multiply it by 6%, otherwise you are going to multiply it by 13%. Now here case 3 is missing. We need to check case number 3 also. You have to check it, okay? So we'll add another case 3, and we will check the monthly purchase based on the table above, and we will do our calculation. So no new ideas here, but we need to add another case, and depends on the value inside the above table. Okay, so the idea behind this case that we can add nested if inside, or nested any control statement inside the case statement, and please don't forget the break. Okay. Okay, guys, is this clear? Do you have any question for now?